today I'm joined by someone we all love. We all have grown up watching him. Yes, I'm talking about Rannvijay Singha, who is all set to host ZEE TV's new show Chalin Gaon.
छोरियां चली गांव
देखने के लिए आपको किसी से छुपने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप एक्चुअली अपने
हाँ.
मॉम डैड के साथ देख सकते हो.
Family के
They'll
साथ.
be very proud of you. And the concept of the show is something that is very cool. कि आप urban setting से लग्जरी जो लोगों के पास लड़कियों के पास है उधर से उनको अप्रूट करके उनको विलेज में डाल रहे हो जो एक्चुअली एक रियल विलेज है. So what I try to do a lot is not to have too many interactions with the contestants during the show so that I don't have a subconscious bias. Hi, this is Rannvijay Singha and you're watching me on India Forums.
Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forum.
Hello, hi, namaste. This is Chhoriyan from India Forums, and today I'm joined by someone we all love. We all have grown up watching him. वो चाहे स्प्लिट्सविला का एपिसोड हो जो हमने पेरेंट्स से छुपके से देखा हो, MTV रोडीज या फिर डिस्कवरीज मिस्ट्री हंटर. Yes, I'm talking about Rannvijay Singha, who is all set to host ZEE TV's new show Chalin Gaon. Hello sir, how are you?
How are you? सबसे पहले मैं बोलना चाहूँगा thank you for the introduction, but
छोरियां चली गांव
देखने के लिए आपको किसी से छुपने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप एक्चुअली अपने मॉम डैड के साथ देख सकते हो. They'll be very proud of you if you watch it because it will help them explain to you कि गांव की जो लाइफ है इतनी rich in culture, इतनी sought after क्यों है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे जो लाइफ है सिंपल है बट डिफिकल्ट है. आपको हर चीज के लिए एक ऐसा बटन दबाने के लिए नहीं मिलता जैसे यहाँ पर है ना. या बटन दबाया तो चाइनीज, बटन दबाया तो कुछ आ गया 10 मिनट में, गाड़ी भी आ गई, ये भी हो गया, एसी भी ऑन हो गया, ये नहीं देखना वो देखना है, सब कुछ. वहां पर हर चीज के लिए there are processes, there is also you're more active, it's more pure, air is better, vegetables are better, produce is better. It's a very rich culture that I think your parents will be very happy that you're into this episode, this show.
This show marks your first Hindi general entertainment channel.
Okay.
A household channel, right? How excited are you about this project?
I'm actually very excited because एक तो ZEE TV के साथ मैंने and I've been around for like a long time, and this is I also don't do things just because it's a certain platform. So it is ZEE TV, amazing big platform, like you said, household, GC. And the concept of the show is something that is very cool. कि आप urban setting से luxury जो लोगों के पास लड़कियों के पास है उधर से उनको uproot करके उनको village में डाल रहे हो जो actually एक real village है. Now it's not a fictional thing कि यार यहाँ पे तो लोग सुबह उठ के ये करते हैं. No, it's just a normal village where people get up in the morning and they start doing their daily chores just to live their self-sustaining lifestyle. For these people to be in an uncomfortable situation only because उनको अपने comfort zone में निकालना है. भैया coffee, my lacha matcha tea, I only want quinoa and this and तो वो जब वहाँ पर जाके उनको realize होगा कि actually अगर चाहिए भी है brown rice चाहिए या the rice that actually जो उगता है वो actually white नहीं होता है, वो processes के बाद white होता है. जो पहले वो वहाँ पे होगा तो आप उसको करिए और खुद ही बनाइए. खुद कैसे चावल बनते हैं पता ही नहीं है. तो it's not कि ये फिक्शनल है कि आप वहां से कूदना है, कूदते टाइम ये निकालना है, ये जाके वहां पे डालना है, नंबर ब्लॉक. Those are situations that are made for a competition. Here these are real life situations that people are living, millions of people live in villages, do it every day. Can you do it? So the competition is not really amongst the contestants initially, it's just with yourself. Can you survive in this simple place? Can you survive without the luxuries that you've been used to and now entitled to and not grateful for? Just drinking a normal glass of water, you just grab it and drink it. पर शायद गांव में आपको मटके से निकालना पड़े, मटके में नहीं होगा तो हैंडपंप से, हैंडपंप नहीं है तो एक कुएं से, कुएं में नहीं तो नदी से, फिर उसको बॉईल करना है. बॉईल करने के लिए इलेक्ट्रिक केटल नहीं है तो आपको चूल्हे में आग जलानी है, वो बॉईल होगा, बॉईल होकर ठंडा होगा तो जाके आप पानी पी रहे हैं. Already steps हो गए आपके जो 10,000 steps आपको कर. You understand? You'll be grateful for these processes and you'll feel a sense of achievement. Wow, I did this today. Because as a human being, the biggest instinct is survival instinct. If you can survive by yourself, by your own hands and do work, it gives you a real good sense of achievement. तो ये हर रोज रात को हो सकती है वहां पर contestants को. While they're living this village life, they will also have some competition, some tasks that I'll throw at them where they can compete with each other, where the gaon wala can they will look at them and say, hey man, this girl's actually trying hard, or oh, she did well, or I think I like this girl, or and there'll be interactions. Because मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि हमेशा it's not that the girls who are going from an urban setting will only learn. They will learn from the villages. Maybe the villages will also get a tip or two from these girls. It'll be great interaction. It'll be great entertainment because आप ऐसे लोगों को ऐसे सिचुएशन में डाल रहे हो जिनको पता ही नहीं है हैंडपंप दिख रहा है,
कैसे
पानी कहाँ से निकलेगा, इसमें फूक मारनी है, उसको ये करना है, कहाँ से निकलेगा. So I think it'll just be fun. And while we're having fun, I think the morals of Indian tradition, the Riti Rivaj, the pros of being in a village, the community-driven celebrations or ups and downs, I think we'll all get reassured of that the roots are the real thing that keep us together. And I think parents will encourage kids to go to the villages. Maybe you and your friends after watching the show is like, चल यार इस छुट्टी गांव में जाके रहते हैं, है ना?
So this show is inspired by Zao by Gawat.
This is a show that Zee Marathi already made.
Yeah.
Right? And it's actually the reaction and how well it's done that has encouraged Zee to do it on a pan-India scale.
Yeah.
To make it, not just for one region, but for everybody. So it's in Hindi, it's in a village where a lot of people will relate to it. And I feel like when it's tried and tested and it's done well, instead of feeling like, oh, this is a winning formula, you have more pressure. कि यार वो वाला तो चल गया था, ये भी चलना ही चाहिए, अब ये चलना ही चाहिए क्योंकि वो तो चला था. And so we're excited, and I think Zee as a channel has some learnings and experience in making this, what works, what doesn't, and that will be advantageous for us. But when you actually go to a reality show ka situation, when you start shooting it, what happens there really depends on the contestants. क्योंकि आपने सिचुएशन ही सोची है अभी तक से. आपने सोचा है रणविजय होगा वहां पे, एक ट्रैक्टर पे जाएगा और ये बोलेगा इनको, अब वो वहां पे वो क्या करती हैं, अलग अलग चीजें करती हैं या नहीं, या जो that still depends on them because they're not actors, there's no script to them. Okay. So casting is very important. Our heroes will be the
Chhoriyan
who are going to the gaon, and also the villagers are very important because it's not other shows now you have कि आप सब यहाँ पे रहेंगे, एक दूसरे से interact करेंगे. Now here they're interacting with real villagers. They're living with them. The villagers are part of their journey. They'll probably learn from them. They'll be guiding them. They'll also judge them. I'll be there. So just this show, something like this, people haven't seen except for the Marathi audience. But उससे भी हम लोग कुछ अलग तो करेंगे because we can't give them the same thing.
But does the fact that the show is adapted ever influence your decision, or is that something you really don't consider while choosing?
I didn't consider it, especially because this is their own show.
Yeah.
So if it was a show that somebody else made, this team, the guys who are responsible for the Marathi show are saying now we've done it, they've loved it, now let's make it like pan-India. Let's have the reach to more people. Let's do it in Hindi. So I think I'm actually happier that they know it works, and they've gotten the reaction. It's almost like doing a pilot episode. A lot of times पहले ऐसा होता था कि एक पायलट एपिसोड होता है, उसके रिएक्शन से लोग सोचते हैं कि ये बनाए पूरा सीजन या नहीं. तो इट इज लाइक if you have a successful show in Maharashtra that's done well, you know what the people in the cities said, you know what the people in the village said, you're like, okay, this can be replicated nationwide, let's do it. So I feel more confident actually.
As a host, you often, need to step in to mediate fights, tasks, arguments.
Yeah.
But how tough or challenging it is, because ये scripted नहीं होता, ये आप हो, you yourself handling that situation on the spot. So how tough or challenging?
So what I try to do a lot is not to have too many interactions with the contestants during the show, so that I don't have a subconscious bias. If I'm friends with you right now and you're on a show, it'll be very difficult. I think subconsciously I'll be like, no, she's right. So I don't have interactions with kids except for when cameras are rolling. I never hang out with them. contestants, and that helps me to take a central path, a neutral path, and then depending on whose actions are right or wrong, you can judge. But if you already say मुझे तो ये बंदा पसंद है, इसको कुछ नहीं बोलेगा, that is bias. As a host, you can't be biased. And the difficult part of a host, देखो बाकी तो क्रिएटिव्स के साथ आपने डिसाइड कर लिया कि आप 4 इस टीम में होंगे, आप 4 इस टीम में होंगे, आप सब ने इसके अंदर छलांग मारनी है. ये तो you're just saying something well, or but it's the altercations that you have to moderate with the personality that you have. That is the challenging part, and it is tough. And anything that you do that's worthwhile should be a little tough. So I feel like to be balanced in those situations, to navigate through those difficult parts is what a real job of a host is. And I'm not saying I look forward to the altercations, but I hope that on those chances when I actually do well, because to say what the creators have decided and you've decided before is just, if you speak well, if you're confident, if you present well, great. But the personality of a person as a host only comes out when you're thinking on your feet, when you're witty, when you're saying stuff, or when there's an altercation, how you control people, how you control the situation and the outcome. But reality show mein mostly the heroes are, always when there's a fight, you don't have to put an end to it. Because then the next action you can't justify to the people. अगर कोई लड़ाई हुई नहीं, आपने देखी नहीं, तो इसने उसको ऐसे क्यों किया, धक्का क्यों दिया टास्क में. So you have to also, it's crazy that you have to also let some things happen a little bit before it gets out of hand. So I don't know where that line is mostly a gut feeling or an experience thing or a communication thing, and you say, okay, I think this is enough, we got what we wanted, we should now. I think it's an acquired experience. Let's hope it works this time.
Lastly, do you approach hosting now differently than when you started first?
As a 21-year-old, I started hosting. I approach everything differently from when I was 21-year-old. Relationships, motorcycles, houses, investments, parents, friends. So everything is a different approach because I'm double of that age. I have more experience. And I get into a project not being... I'm very grateful when I do a new project because I am thinking, oh, a new door to a big channel like ZEE TV is open. They're believing in me. They've never worked with me. Wow. I can't just sit on my laurels and say, ho jayega. I have to really prepare. I have to listen to them. I have to listen to their brief. It is not the show that I've been working on for so long. And I can't come with that baggage. हाँ ये वैसा ही करना है तो फिर वही शो करो ना, उसका अगला सीजन कर लो. इनको सुनो, ये कैसे होता है, मराठी वाला कैसा हुआ, उसने क्या किया. Okay, inputs, get their inputs, and then bring who you are on the table. Because that's why they're getting you. If they had to get a host, it could be anybody, but they want you for what you bring to the table. So bring that, but I don't take it for granted. That's one thing. At 21, you're just like, man, ye ho gaya, yeah, maze aa rahe hain, just everything is new. You'll do anything. Now I do things only if I am bringing something to the table, and it's interesting, and I will gain something from it, and I feel like this is perfect between it being a big GEC channel, doing something up my alley, and something that I've never done before. और मेरे को भी तो वहाँ पे मतलब I'll also have a journey. I think as a host also, living in a village, going through their emotional journeys, talking to and interacting with villagers, मेरे को भी काफी realizations होंगी. Maybe I'll be grateful for more things in life also. So it'll be great, man.
But we are
And it'll be
very
difficult.
excited.
When it's difficult and you end up finishing it, you have more satisfaction.
Even we are excited to
Awesome.
watch you.
I'm happy.
Thank you so much for joining in. It was
Thank
lovely
you.
talking to you.
Thanks for being here.